Well, hello, everybody. It's Pastor Howard Sloan, back with you again, Missionary at Large, with Westminster Biblical Missions. And today, I thought I would talk a little bit about what it was that got me to where I am today. Why an interest in missions? Well, to tell you the truth, it all started with a trip to Kenya. I like to think that the people that are really responsible for this to begin with are my friends Stephen and Karen, and their interest in missions, their interest in taking a church group to Kenya. And while I was in Kenya the first time, we built a building, and while I was there, I did get to teach a little bit in their Bible school, and that kind of whet my appetite. But building the building and seeing what God is doing around the world, and then getting the opportunity to preach the first sermon from behind a pulpit that I helped to build was quite just life-changing. I'm trying to remember my phrase here. Maji
anajaribu kukumbuka mambo fulani kwa Kiswahili akisema maji ya uzima.
I have learned in our time in Kenya
amejifunza katika muda huo alipokuwa Kenya
that important lesson.
Amejifundisha fundisho moja la msingi sana.
Maji ni uzima.
Anajifunza kwamba maji ni uzima.
Water is life.
Maji ni uzima.
It really changed my perspective on missions and what was important in wanting to be involved in the process by which God is reaching the world for Christ and being involved particularly. And I had always been interested in training nationals for the ministry of the gospel within their own land to their own people. I always thought that was the most effective way to do that. And someday, probably in future videos, I'll talk about that a little bit more. But, I do want to talk about Kenya a little bit, too. Because Kenya is an interesting place. I mean, there's a lot of Christians in Kenya. There's a lot of Muslims in Kenya. There's tribal religion in Kenya. And so in teaching them, you have to teach them not just the basics of the Bible, the basics of Scripture.
Let's just read the part that's actually the Apostles' Creed, which should begin with the phrase, Nina Amini. Let's do it together. Nina Amini Mungu Baba mwenye uwezo aliyeziumba mbingu na nchi, ya Yesu Kristo mwanawe wa pekee ambaye Bwana wetu aliyetumbwa kwa uwezo wa Roho Mtakatifu akazaliwa na Mary Mahamudu. Am I words the same in church? They are right. The wrong? The right. You guys are all quiet. I'm like, am I wondering this really that much? I'm doing okay. All right. Pick up at akazaliwa na Dorika aliyeteswa chini ya Poncio Pilato, alisulubiwa, akafa na kuzikwa. Siku ya tatu alikufa, kufufuka kutoka kwa wafu, akapaa mbinguni na amekaa mkono wa kuume wa Mungu Baba mwenye enzi. Is it still the same? Yes. Atakuja kuwahukumu wafu walio hai. Ninaamini Roho Mtakatifu, kanisa takatifu la waamini wote, ushirika wa mitume, msamaha wa dhambi, ufufuo wa mwili na uzima wa milele. That's my phrase.
Sure. But you have to teach them, how that interacts with the things that they are dealing with. health and wealth gospel was a big deal in Kenya. And so, we've had to deal with that. We've had to add some materials to the things we've been teaching them to talk about the health and wealth gospel. And so that's a big thing. But I would say if there's somebody out there who is considering missions, I think the first thing you want to do is to go out, contact one of the missionaries that your church is supporting, plan a short-term trip to go to the mission field to see what it's like to support your missionaries. Some people are against short-term trips. I think that short-term trips can be really valuable in giving people a sense of what God is doing in the world. And I really think that that is important. It increases your prayerfulness, increases your interest in mission. And it also, for somebody who God may be calling to the mission field on a more permanent basis, can really stir that up in their heart. So I actually recommend it, but I don't recommend these kind of touristy kind of things where people are, they're going and, they're painting the same orphanage over and over again, holding babies. See what your missionaries need. See how you can support them, and to do works that really matter, and works that will give you a real sense of what it is like to be in that culture, to see what the needs of the church are, to interact with the Christians in the land. I think these are really, really important things to do. So these are kind of my thoughts. I'm going to share probably some video here with you too, and for my trip to Kenya. So again, Pastor Howard Sloan, missionary at large, Westminster Biblical Missions. Thanks.
Once again, thank you for watching. If you're enjoying these videos, learning from these videos, we do ask you that you like, share, and subscribe. For more information about my ministry as a missionary at large with Westminster Biblical Missions, you can go to missionaryatlarge.webs.com. Also, you can find me on Facebook if you haven't already, Howard Sloan, Missionary at Large. Or, if you haven't, at YouTube, it is again Howard Sloan, Missionary at Large. For more information or how to donate, please visit the website of Westminster Biblical Missions of WBMINC.org. WBMINC.org. If you'd like to donate, please select the donate button and use the general fund. Thank you.